digest, relax, and stretch. All right. So here we are on Tuesday. Welcome to Chair Yoga. Hopefully everyone can see me much better. We live and learn and grow and evolve just as the world, constantly changing. And so are we. Let's go ahead and come onto the chair. Bring your feet under the knees and start to settle in and take a few deep breaths into our bodies. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath, inhaling through the nose. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears, and as you exhale, relax the breath. 2 more big breaths. In through the nose. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders down. 1 more big breath in through the nose. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders down. Now let's go ahead and close your eyes for a moment and begin to settle into yourself. Bring your awareness in and let's observe our breath for the first few moments of practice. Just watching your lungs breathe without trying to control the breath just yet. Watching the breath as it flows into your lungs, filling your lungs on your inhale, and watching your breath as you exhale, watching the breath as it goes out. And by becoming that observer to yourself, it brings us outside of the box, outside of the story, outside of the body. Let's just observe here in the third position, watching ourself, watching our breath. And beginning to breathe now a little bit deeper. Start to elongate your inhales and exaggerate your exhales. And as you continue to breathe deeper, in and out through your nose, let's start the lower back breaths. As you inhale, pull your diaphragm up, all the way up towards your heart. And as you exhale, ground your hip bones evenly into the chair. A few more deep breaths. Inhale, breathing into the lower back. Let your lower back expand. And as you exhale, press down into your feet. Press the air out. This is whole body breathing here. We're going to grow, strengthen your roots. Again, inhaling, lift your diaphragm up towards the heart. Nice spinal lower back lift. And as you exhale, press down into your feet. Press the air out. Few more deep breaths just like this. Let's energize the body, cleansing it at the same time. Inhale, lifting the rib cage. Diaphragm comes all the way up. Exhale, ground through the hip bones. Press down through the feet. Press the air out. 1 more big breath. Inhale to lift, maybe even lifting your shoulders up as you inhale. And exhale. Now relaxing into your body. As we connect to our bodies, let's go ahead and check in with our shoulders, connecting our mind, body, breath, movement. So here, take your time and roll one ear towards one shoulder. And as you breathe, connect your breath to this movement. Breathing as you move, and also signaling to your body that it's okay to relax while in movement. So notice your shoulders. Did you tense and flex your shoulder muscles the moment you began to move? And if you did, that's okay. See if you can relax your shoulders as you breathe and roll nice and slow from one side of your world to the other, shoulder to shoulder, right side all the way over to the left side. And take your time here. We're checking in, breathing and releasing long held holding patterns. That's why it's so good for you to be here right now. Because out there, off of our chair, off of the mat, we can hold tension in our bodies without even realizing it. So here we are, releasing, breathing, relaxing, and moving as one. And this is what yoga is all about. All right, now let's go ahead and bring the chin towards the center of the chest. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, press down through the feet. Circle sweep arms to rise. Exhale, gently draw the hands into heart center 2 more times. Inhale, lengthening as we wake up the body. Exhale to center that breath. 1 more. Inhaling to lift, cleanse. Exhale, let's harmonize these energies within. Go ahead and set your intention now. Here is where we get to decide what kind of experience we'd like to have. And also choose something that you'd like to focus on most during your practice today. It could be anything from the breath to something you'd like to come into balance with. Anything on the forefront of your mind. Now let's enhance our intention with a dedication, either to someone or something special, something that we love. Let's root down through our feet. Feel our intention permeate in every cell. Take 3 deep breaths now. Inhale, outstretching the arms above. Exhale, full circle. Pulling that intention right back through to you 2 more times. Inhale, sending your intention out. Exhale, pulling it right back through. 1 more big breath. Knowing that everything you send out will eventually come right back to your heart. Deep bow and honor to that beautiful intention. Let's come into cat-cow now. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Down through heart center. Hands to the tops of the knees. Inhale to lift up the chest. So there's going to be a gentle pulling on the knees as we stretch. Exhale, press down through the feet. Round the spine, round the shoulders. Tuck chin to chest. Inhaling now. Coming into the opposite of the spine flexion. And as you exhale, round the back. Inhaling to lift the chest, arch the tailbone away, and we're going to breathe a few times. Exhale, opposite spinal flexion, round the spine, curl the tailbone under, few more times. Inhale to open up and go nice and slow here, there's no rush. Exhale to round. And if at any point you need to stop here, or if there's a point in your body where your body is asking you and telling you to stop and maybe breathe for a moment and stretch into that place, feel free to do so. You are your best teacher. Your body is your best guru. It will tell you when to push, when to pull back, when to rest, and when to stop and breathe. So here we are, dialing into our bodies. Okay, we got 1 more round, rounding the spine, round the shoulders, pull the belly in, lengthen the back of the neck, chin to chest. Deep breath here. Now slowly come back into that neutral spine. Inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center, hands to the tops of the knees. Forward fold. Now staying here for just a moment. Check in with your knees. You want them directly above the heels, toes in front of the heels. And if you haven't done so already, you can come to the edge of your seat. Maybe scoot forward just a little bit. We're going to stay here in this forward fold, continuing to breathe, and maybe bringing the hands down towards the floor. If you guys can see me, good. Leave the left hand right there. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, gently pull the right hand down. Inhaling the left arm up. Coming into that side twist. Exhale, left hand comes down 2 more times each side. Press down through the feet as you inhale to lift. Right arm to the sky. Exhale, pull the right hand down. So every move is deliberate. Mindful, inhale the left arm up. Exhale, use that force, pull the left hand down. Now this time when we inhale the right arm up to the sky, we're going to hold it here and breathe. Half bind, wrapping the upper arm behind the back. Palm faces out so the back of the hand is very gently pressing into the lower back, just a little bit on the side, reaching for your left hip. Rolling the right shoulder down, elongating the neck. Now to come out, strengthen through the core. Press down through the feet. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, pulling the right hand back down. Inhale the other side. Left arm all the way up. That feels good to you. Taking a breath here. Half bind, wrapping the arm behind the back. Pulling the shoulders down, elongate the spine, deepen your breath, strengthen through the feet and core. Hug the hip bones in. Keep that solid base, that solid foundation to come out. Press the feet down as you release, left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the left hand down, hands to the tops of the knees. Now we're going to roll it up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Go nice and slow. Chin is last to lift. Hold it here. Inhale, lengthen, circle sweep, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale to center. Let's reset. 2 more big breaths here. Good. Dialing into the body and dialing into the self. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now bring the feet and knees together. We're going to lean forward and twist. Right elbow outside, left knee. Now take your time here to get in the twist. You want to keep the knees above the heels and keep your hips square with the knees, evenly grounded on the chair. Pull your shoulders down your spine. Lift from the lower belly, so go ahead and relax the lower back. Relax the lower abs for a moment, taking a deep breath into the belly, into the lower spine to unwind. Now see if you can keep your hands at the heart center, left elbow up to the sky. Let's fly away, open up the arms, let's deepen the stretch. Lengthen as you reach, fingertip away from fingertip, squeezing the knees together. 1 more deep breath here as we lengthen, lifting up through the back of the neck, drawing the chin in. Exhale, bring the hands back together again. Inhale, use your core to lift your upper body, your torso, shoulders, heart, center. Slowly rotate towards the front and release it out. Let's go ahead and shake out the body, shake out any tension. Get nice and relaxed in the body. Deep breath, just 1 deep breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms to the sky. Exhale, firmly draw the hands together. Pull the belly in, hinge forward at the hips, and twist. Left elbow outside, right knee. Take your time here. We're coming into the opposite side of your world, opposite side of the spine flexion. So take your time to unwind. Knees together, hips in one line, evenly grounded onto the chair. And flex your toes a few times. Go ahead, fan all 10 toes. Ground down through the heels. That way you keep the energy flowing. Keep the breath going. Pulling the shoulders back and relaxing the belly and your lower spine. Taking full length breaths here. Keeping the hands at heart center. Right elbow up to the sky. Good. Next breath. Let's fly. Open up the arms, deepen the stretch. Reach your upper hand as if you were reaching for that helping hand above. There's the secret right there. You want to reach past the self, elongating every muscle ligament along this line, this energy, beautiful energy line. One more deep breath here. Exhale, gently bring the hands back together. Nice firm palm press. Use your core. Press down through the feet to lift the upper body. And gently rotate towards the front. Once you're there, let it all go. Relax the body. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to center. Good. Inhale to lengthen again. Exhale to center. Now on this next breath, bring the hands in and separate the feet. You just want to toe heel the feet out into goddess. So the heels are going to come in with the toes out, and you may need to come forward a little bit in the seat and go ahead and flex your toes up towards the sky. You want to get into a comfortable position to where you can curl your tailbone under and pull the pelvic wall up. You don't want to let any energy escape out of you, and still be nice and comfortable to where you can stretch. So let's test it out. Inhale, arms all the way up to the top. As you exhale, bring your hands into prayer behind the head. Good. Roll the elbows forward and then open the elbows up. Flex your toes up towards the sky as we do this. Roll the elbows forward and open the elbows up. Good. One more time. Roll the elbows forward. Broaden your upper back. And inhale. Open them up. Okay, here we go. Exhale as we side. Bend towards the right knee. Good. Lengthen here. Get a feel for it first. No need to go too deep, too far. Then breathing your way towards the other side. And just go as far as is comfortable. You don't have to make contact, obviously. You just want to feel that length. And you want to be more of a beautiful crescent moon than an Allen wrench. So you don't want to crunch in your lower spine. You want to keep that nice long curve all the way from the base of your spine up through the crown of your head. Being careful not to crunch on the back of the head either. You just want to bring either your fingertips together. Very light pressure. Keeping the shoulders open. Okay, now we're going to hold this next side bend over towards the right. Take your top elbow and roll your shoulders open towards the sky a little bit more. Ground your hip bones down and lift up out of the lower spine. Let's open up the arms here. Good, good, good. Exhale, bring hands back and coming into the other side now. Keeping that length, take the top elbow, roll it open. Straighten out the arms, reaching in opposite directions here. Good. Exhale, hands back and release the arms. So we're going to leave the legs right here. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, hands to the insides of the knees. Gently lean upper body forward. Rolling one shoulder down. Lengthen, pull your hip back away from the shoulder as you breathe into this space. Slowly breathing towards the other side. Good. Now coming back to center, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Go nice and slow, no rush. Now toe heel the feet all the way back together to close. So feet and knees come together. 3 deep breaths. Good. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to center. Breathing out of the lower spine. Good. We're going to come into a set of bridge. And after bridge, we're going to come into standing. So for bridge, you want to keep your feet and knees together. And walk your feet out in front of you. So we're going to shift our hips forward into the chair when we come out. And I'll come into a side view so that you can see what this looks like. There. Okay, so I'm gonna walk my feet forward. There. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up to the sky to get that length. Exhale, bring the hands to the side of the chair. Nice tight grip, roll the shoulders back, pull the elbows in. Inhale, lift the hips up and shift the hips forward. Knees over the heels. There. Got it. Lifting the chest up towards the chin. Taking deep breaths here. Now squeeze the knees together. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Hug the hip bones in towards each other. Curl the tailbone under, lifting the hips up. Deepen the breath here. We've got a breath and a half left to go. And use that breath to cleanse this bridge. And exhale. Take your time here. Hips come back to the chair. Deep breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands to the knees. Forward fold over the knees. Inhale, rolling it up one vertebrae at a time. Okay, coming into a second set of bridge. Walking the feet forward again, maybe a little bit further out this time. Keep the feet and knees together. We're going to keep that lock. Inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up. Exhale, keep that length in the spine. Bring the hands to the sides of the chair. Roll the shoulder heads back. Pull the elbows in towards each other. Inhale, lift the hips up off the chair. And shift your weight forward, knees over the heels. Grounded foundation through the heels. Lift the toes up. And then when you're ready, lift the hips. Straighten the arms to whatever degree feels good. Keep them tucked in towards each other. Lengthen the neck. Squeeze the inner thighs and knees. Cleansing and balancing your systems. Creating that bridge and crossing it too. One more breath. Exhale to gently walk the feet back in towards the body. And we'll take a deep breath here. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, hands to knees. Forward fold. Let's go ahead and relax in your lower spine. Relax your breath. And relax your lower back here. We create tension in the yoga poses and we want to pair it with its cooling partner to release that tension and breathe into that space. Next breath, slowly start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Here we go. Inhale, deep breath. Lengthen the arms to the sky. Exhale, centering your energy. Harnessing it. Few more deep breaths. We're going to come into standing. So go ahead and start to draw the feet in towards the body. Bring your awareness into the feet. 2 more breaths here. So on this next breath, go ahead and bring the feet in, lean forward, shift the weight into the feet, and immediately begin to grow your roots down from the bottom of the feet. Imagine them growing all the way down, strengthening your roots nice and strong. Now find a focal point, a non-moving object, to focus your gaze upon. Good. We'll come to the back of the chair now. So here, let's go ahead and get grounded nice and strong, rooted through the bottom of the feet. And let's play with our balance here. So bring your feet about hip-width distance apart. And you can just have your hands at the center, and we're going to shift the weight side to side, back and forth from the right foot to the left. And as we do this, begin to scan your body from head to toe and see if there's areas in your body where you can let go a little bit more. Relax a little bit more. And here's where we can notice and take note, make a point of where we are holding on in our bodies. And for some of us, it's our shoulders, our hips. So let's go ahead and breathe into these spaces here as we move. Let's go ahead and rock forward, shifting the weight into the toes, rolling it back into the heels, and allowing our body to auto-correct itself along the way. Deep breath here. Now slowly make your moves smaller and smaller, allowing your body to come into its own stillness, finding its own bearings without words, without being told. We have trillions of cells waiting, listening for our command. Let's strengthen our foundation. Finding that center, that part of us where we stand strong, so balanced, where the weight of our body disappears. That's how centered we are. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Press down into the right foot and down into the left foot just as equally. This is how we stay strong. Grounded, connected. Inhale, lengthen the arms to the sky. Exhale, pull through. Inhale, strengthen through your core. This is how we stay centered. One more deep breath, strengthening your mountain even more. Deep bow in honor to the beautiful practice already, and come to the back of the chair now. So here, we are going to come into downward facing dog. Go ahead and step the feet back, lengthen the arms, and the feet are going to be about shoulder width distance apart this time. Let's go ahead and walk it out, back and forth, bending one knee, straightening the other. And go ahead and start to rock your head, very gently shaking your head, yes, and side to side. No, balancing out the yeses and the nos. Now check in with your feet here in downward facing dog. Go ahead and flex your toes a few times up towards the sky. Make sure you fan every digit, every toe. And then ground down through your heels. Bend your knees a little or a lot, and then grip with all toes down into the ground. Drive your hips back and pull your belly in. We're going to take a few lower back deep breaths here. Inhale, pulling the belly in. Feel the tiny little stretches in your lower back, and exhale. Drive your hips back and up a little bit more. Weight is in the heels. 2 more big breaths. Inhale to the lower spine. Pulling the belly in, and exhale. Let your back expand. Good. One more. Inhale, pull your belly in. And as you exhale, let your back gently open up. Driving the hips back. Good. Let's decompress the vertebrae, decompress the spine. Go ahead and start to come out of downward facing dog now, rolling it up one vertebrae at a time as we gently walk the feet forward in towards the chair. Again, find your ekagrata, find the focal point, rest your eyes one spot, non-moving object, soothing the entire central nervous system. You can stay here with the hands at the top of the chair if you need a little bit more time for the body to catch up with the mind. We're coming out of an inversion. Or you can go ahead and inhale, lengthen the arms up to the sky. Exhale, draw that breath in. Center, harmonize the energies here. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, root down through the feet. Center your core. Exhale, bring it all together. Anchor it in with the breath. 1 more. Big breath, strong feet. And exhale, calm heart. Calm lungs, calm mind. All right, let's go ahead and come into pyramid. So bring your feet together, and we're going to start with the left foot back this time. So stepping the left foot back, and not too big of a stance, not like we're going to go into warrior. So you want about a 2 to 3 foot width distance between both feet. Both heels in one line. Back foot is out just at a 45-degree angle so that you can square your hips to face the front. So if your hips had 2 headlights on them, they'd both be gleaming and beaming towards the front. So maybe pull your right hip back. I can't really see any of you guys, but pull your right hip back just so it's in line with the left, if that makes sense. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Hug the hip bones into the base of the spine, and here we go. We're going to breathe into this. Inhale, lifting up the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows. Keep the elbows tucked in, shoulder width distance apart. Lean forward, hinge at the hips 2 more times. Inhale, press down to the top of the chair to lift the chest. Ground through the feet. Exhale, pull the belly in, leaning forward. One more. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Coming forward and staying here, breathing it here. Or if you feel okay, you can bring your hands down to the back of the seat of the chair. Now here is where we hug all of our limbs in towards the center midline of the body. Hugging your arms, your legs, your limbs, your joints in towards your lifeline, your spine. Balancing, cleansing the root chakra, strengthening your foundation. Pulling the belly in, shoulders down the spine. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, slowly bring the hands back up to the top of the chair. Now we're going to bend the front knee, open up into warrior 2. Right hand to the top of the chair. Inhale, left arm forward and up towards the sky. Use your arm to open up your body to the side. Now if you have too short of a stance, go ahead and maybe walk the front foot forward a little bit and the back foot out a little bit. Bending the front knee to whatever degree feels good, and then take your back arm and pull your back arm, opening up your chest a little bit more to come in line with the front. Fingertip to fingertip. Good, here we go. Let's inhale, straightening the front leg, left arm up to the sky. 2 more times. Exhale, warrior 2. Nice and strong. Inhale, lengthening the front leg. Lift back arm up to the sky. Keeping that lift and the foundation equally. So from the waist down, exhale, warrior 2. You're grounded, solidified, strong, connected. And from the waist up, inhale into your triangle. You're lifted, reaching for that helping hand above, creating that natural balance in that body, that natural traction. Maybe reach the front arm forward and then down towards the back of the seat if that feels okay. You're signaling to your body to strengthen through the core and allow all those tiny little muscles needed to support you to activate, strengthen, and grow. Good. One more deep breath here. Equal strength through both feet. Now using your exhale to slowly come out, bend the front knee, take the top arm, and use that to pull the front arm to the top of the chair. And then walk your back foot in just a little bit. Take your time here, inhaling the left arm up towards the sky. Come up on the back toes, turning forward again. Bend the front knee and inhale to press up. Feet together and shake it out. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, centering. Releasing any tension in the body here. getting nice and relaxed in the mind. So we're going to let that side go and gently come into the other side. So bring the feet together, and you're going to step the right foot back this time. Shorter stance, 2 to 3 foot width distance between the feet. Both hips in one line, so you're still going to face forward, hips and shoulders square to the chair. Pulling the left hip back so it's in line with the right. And take a moment here to breathe into the body. I don't think so. I think it was just Spotify. Okay. Okay, and as we are breathing here, so we're going to notice this side from the other side, and so let's breathe into it. As you inhale, lifting up the chest, strengthening through the feet. Exhale, bend the elbows, hinge forward. It's like a halfway lift. Inhale, press the top of the chair, lift the upper body. Exhale, pull the belly in. Go nice and slow. We want to ease into the pose and feel our way into it as if we were exploring each muscle, each fiber, each ligament along the way. So nice and slow here. We're giving our body time to talk back to us, because our bodies are never wrong. It's only talking to us. Let's dial in. Check in with, how does your feet feel? How do your hips feel? And shoulders and lower back. Now, if it feels okay, go ahead and bring the hands down to the back of the chair. Oh, there we go. And begin to hug your limbs in towards the center midline of the spine. Hugging every part of yourself in towards your lifeline, strengthening your joints and releasing pressure at the same time. Now keep that fire and that heat going in the belly, that agni to melt away any calcification around the nerves here, especially that along all of the energy lines that connect your upper half with the lower half. Check in with your back leg here for this last breath or two. You want to lengthen and ground down through your back foot just as equally as you're pressing down into the front foot. Now slowly starting to come out, bend the front knee, walk the hands back up to the top of the chair. Good. Warrior two, left hand to the center of the top of the chair. Inhale, right arm all the way up. Now using that upper arm to open up your body like a gate to the side. Adjust your stance here. Modify as much as you need. You want to keep both heels in one line and use your back arm to open up the torso to where your hips and shoulders are in line with each other. You always want your hips to match what your shoulders are doing so that you don't put your joint system at risk. So checking in with the front knee. Let's go ahead and ease into our warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Back arm comes all the way up. Stretch and reach. Ground and lift. Exhale, warrior two. Two more deep breaths here. Let's ease into it. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach back arm to the sky. Exhale, coming back into that warrior two, that strength, that foundation from which this practice is built. Inhale, triangle, straighten the front leg. Back arm comes up to the sky. Ground down, lift up at the same time to stay centered. Deep breath. Here we come into warrior two. Exhale, bend the front knee. Back arm lengthens back, and you're going to reach in opposite directions. Good. Let's go ahead and come back into that triangle. Straighten the front leg. Back arm to the sky, and you can keep the top arm here. Maybe reach it forward to get all those tiny little muscles to signal and connect. Then bring that front hand down to the bottom or the base, the back of the base of the chair. That way you can press down through the front hand and lift up at the same time, breathing into your body, balancing and cleansing your energy centers as we breathe. Good. Now slowly starting to come out, upper arm lifts up as you take the front hand to the top of the chair. Go ahead and walk the back foot in just a little bit. Let's shorten your stance. Inhaling, front arm or back arm towards the front, coming on the back toes, and lift. Inhale, press off the back foot, bring the feet together, and we'll go ahead and shake it out. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. Exhale to center. Okay, letting go of that series, of that side, clearing space in your mind for what's to come. Just like the breath. Letting in and letting go. All right, so we're going to come into tree pose now, and we're going to feel our way into it. Go nice and slow. So the first thing we want to do is, whenever you're coming into a balanced pose, is a relaxed state of mind. So go ahead and make up your mind that your balance is going to be whatever it is today. And we'll go ahead and test it out. So bring the weight into the left foot and lift up the right knee. I'll go to the side. Good. Now start to rock back and forth on the left foot a few times. You're going to bring the weight forward into that standing foot, into the toes, back into the heels, and stop on the shift back into the heels. And go ahead and flex your toes up and down a few times on that standing leg. Bring the weight into the heel and begin to lift up from the base of the heel all the way up through the crown of your head. It's as if your spine began at the heel and continued all the way up. That's how strong you want your stance to be. Okay, hands to the back of the chair, and let's go ahead and check in with the uplifted foot here. Now you just want to hinge at the knee a few times. You want to throw yourself off balance. You want to play with your balance and signal to your body what we're about to do. Give it time to recalibrate itself. Breathe into the body and let your body know, all trillions of your cells, it's waiting for your command. They're all listening to every thought, every feeling, every cell knows the state of the other. Good. All right, let's go ahead and check in the other side. So we're just playing with both sides today. Let's go ahead and shake it out. 1 deep breath. Inhale to lengthen. Ground down through the feet to release that pressure. Exhale to release. Nice, calm mind. Okay, now come into the right side. Shift the weight into the right foot, picking up the left knee, and we're just going to rock back and forth on the right side this time, allowing the body to auto-correct its posture along the way as we breathe in from one side to the other. So here, this right side, this is your fire side. And if you're right-handed, this might be a little bit easier to balance on. So that's why we started with the left. Get the hard side done out of the way. So here we go. Roll the weight forward into the toes, back into the heels, and then hold it when you're back into the heels. Lift up the toes so you can feel where that weight should be, down through the heels. Then grip with your big toes, suction cup your foot down into the ground. That's how strong and rooted your feet are. Lift up, heel all the way through the crown of the head, and just start to swing and hinge the upper knee back and forth. So there's no force here, no effort, just a signal to your body trying to throw it off balance allowing all those tiny little muscles that support your infrastructure to awaken, strengthen, and show up. They want to grow. They want to get stronger. So we're giving them that opportunity right now by learning how to flex certain muscle groups while relaxing others. So relax that upper uplifted leg. Let it swing. And allow all of your focus and energy in grounding and rooting that right side into the ground. Good. Strongest tree today. Go ahead and release and shake it out. Big breath here. Okay, 3 deep breaths. Here we go. Inhaling to gather all that energy around you. Be that conduit. Exhale to harmonize within. 1 more deep breath. Okay, find your ekagrata, your non-moving object. You still the eyes, you still the mind, and the body will follow. We're going to start with the left side. Go ahead and bring the weight into the left side. And pull up the right knee, opening it up. Opening up the hip. And bring the heel either to the floor. You can press down into the floor. Heel to the calf or upper thigh. Go ahead and test it out. Take your time. Remember, this is your yoga, so you want to find which position works best for you. Tuck the tailbone under. I'm going to turn this way. There. And now slowly start to lift. Left arm all the way up. We're going to go 1 arm at a time. Balancing here. Good. Now maybe adding in the right arm all the way up to the sky. Good. And if you like, you can interlace your fingers and press the palms up towards the ceiling as you plug the shoulders down. And it's okay to sway. It's okay to fall out. Just get right back into the pose. As here is where we get to practice how to bend with the winds and not be broken by them. A few more deep breaths here. Root to rise. Good. And as you exhale, slowly start to release. Top foot comes down, nice and gentle. Hands to heart center. And shake it out. 3 deep breaths here. Cleansing breaths. Cleansing our roots, our foundation, strengthening them to grow even bigger, even brighter. More healthier than ever. Okay, coming into tree on the other side. Bring the weight into the right leg, right foot. You can rock back and forth a few times. Open up the left knee, left hip. Heel to either toe to the ground, inner calf, upper thigh. Whichever feels good. It might be a little bit different. Each hip has got something different going on. Level the hips. Pull up the core. Good. And we're going to go 1 arm at a time. Inhale, 1 arm up to the sky. Plug the shoulders down. Root down and lift up at the same time. Good. Take your time here. Maybe add in the other arm. Either having the arms uplifted, palms facing each other, or interlace the fingers together. Palm press away. What feels good to you today? Breathing into your tree. Connecting to the ancestors and solidifying that connection, knowing that they are written in your DNA. So that connection is always there. You're never disconnected. It's inside of you. Trillions of your ancestors. You carry them in your body, inside. Always. You're never alone. Beautiful. One more deep breath. Now, as you exhale, go ahead and bring the hands through and let it go. Shake it out. Here we go. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Go ahead and step it back into downward facing dog. Release the upper body. Release the lower back. Bend your knees a little or a lot. You can even walk it out just a few times. Go ahead and shake the head, yes, and side to side, no. Very gently, taking these last few breaths as we close it out. Now, on your next breath, go ahead and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to go ahead and come into sitting in the chair once more. I'm going to put this down. There. Go. Good. And we'll go ahead and get settled into the bodies. Take a few deep breaths here. Releasing the practice. Letting it go. One more deep breath. Now bring the feet and knees together. We're going to come into that side twist. Inhale to lengthen, feet and knees together. Exhale over to one side. Now stay here in the side twist while we let our lower back relax completely. There we go. So take a moment to unwind the spine. Flip the front hand, palm faces out. Gentle pressure on the outside of the hand to the back of the knee. Inhale, back arm up towards the sky and over to the side. Lengthen here through the rib cage, side waist, grounding down through the hips. Exhale to gently release. Left arm comes down. Inhale, unwinding upper body to face front. Go nice and slow. Nice and slow. We're using all of that fire right now to burn up the rubbish within. Nice and quiet. Sometimes when the winds howl, they're loud. The winds come. So you want to be that eye of the storm right here. You want to use that heat to purify and balance our water. Flip the front hand, palm faces out. Gentle pressure outside of that front knee. So when the winds come, you don't want to listen to that voice of doubt, confusion, fear. Listen to the quiet one. Back arm comes up to the sky. And over. Strengthening the foundation of yourself. Your inexhaustible energy source within. Exhale to gently come back down. Upper arm relaxes as the upper body faces front. Inhale to lengthen. Let's reset the spine. Exhale, hands all the way to the knees, leaning it forward. Lengthen the lower back. Exhale, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. 2 more times. Release the lower spine. Now on the 3rd time, see if you can lengthen your chest just a little bit more. Gentle pull on the knees, pulling the heart center forward away from the hips. Exhale, now press down on the tops of the knees as you roll it up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. All right. All systems a go. Balanced and relaxed. Go ahead and shake it out. Letting go of any tension that's left. Let's go ahead and inhale to lengthen. Exhale to relax into the body. Final Shavasana. We're going to let it all go now. practice on how to let everything go. Everything we know, everything we've ever been told, all at once, relaxed into that space. Final Shavasana. So let's practice right now as we bring our hands, just palms face up, resting the knees and hips, and coming to a point in the seat where you're one vertebrae on top of the other. You want to let that energy flow as we let go. So allow your breath to go back to breathing however it wants to breathe. And let's end class the way we began, with that observance of watching the breath. And be so involved with watching your breath without trying to control it that you disengage from thoughts. Notice sensations, emotions that come up in the body, sensations, and know that they rise and fall automatically on their own. No need to move, no need to react. Just watching in that third position, checking in with the self, seeing where in my body am I holding on, and where in my body can I let go more. Final Shavasana. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, gently coming forward into this space. And we'll take 3 deep breaths together to close. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Harnessing this feeling and carrying it with you at all times. Remembering your intent and knowing that you can make every part of your day that walking, talking, meditative state of mind. Namaste, yogis. All systems relaxed, balanced, cleansed, and optimized. Hi, Mom.